was off the air. Me standing over Andre the Giant, covered in blood. Ho! Ho! And that elevated me from a mid-card guy to a main event guy.
That's wild.
And if Andre didn't want to do that, he would have ate my 2x4.
Oh, yeah. He was the boss. He was the boss.
It was an honor to be in the ring with a big man.
That's awesome. Another Hall of Famer you've been in the ring with was King Harley Race Hacksaw. I recently watched the Slammies where you guys were brawling the whole show. They'd hand out an award. Hacksaw and Harley are brawling. They'd come back from commercial. The 2x4 gets thrown across the stage. Gorilla Monsoon goes back, and he's still trying to pull you guys apart. How was that?
Well, actually, we taped that the day before.
Okay.
Everything was taped. So once we went live and the King, Harley pushed me off, we started the fight, Harley pushed me off screen, they went to the tape.
Okay.
And they would match it up. And we fought through the whole building of Trump Plaza in Atlantic City.
Okay.
And finally, we went to the women's dressing room, the cafeteria, the ticket hall. We end up in this room with all there's chickens and goats and ducks and
a donkey. There's a donkey.
Donkey, all kinds of llama. I think there's a lot. And Harley's wild, man. Harley's a crazy old timer, right? And we're fighting. Harley reaches down, he grabs the chicken by the head. He starts hitting it with the chicken.
Oh man!
He killed the chicken. Oh my God! We shut down production. The chicken's dead. The chicken's dead. And I'm like, oh, we're having churches for lunch. But Harley got in a lot of trouble for killing that chicken.
That's fantastic. So you're good friends with Jake the Snake Roberts. You got any good Jake stories for us?
Well, Jake was a groomsman in my wedding.
Okay.
Yeah, he sure was. And, one time Jake and I were on the way to the town and we're late. Imagine me and Jake being late for the show, right? But we had a plan. If you're going to be late, be so late that they're happy to see you.
Oh.
Thank God you made the show. Where the hell you been? Thank God you guys made the show. So anyway, I got this big red Lincoln Town car, and I'm flying down the road. Jake's in the passenger seat. The snake's in the back seat. Well, the snake would always try to get out of the bag. Always trying to get out. Boom! It gets out of the bag.
Oh my God.
Driving down the road, and look up in my mirror. All of a sudden, there's a giant snake head over my shoulder. I felt like Harry Potter here at the convention. Anyway, I slam on the brakes. We go sliding into like a Cracker Barrel restaurant where the kids are all out playing. People are in their rocking chairs. Jake and I, we jump out. We grab the snake. We're fighting with the snake. We open the back door. We stuff the snake back in the bag, throw it in the car, and drive off. So to this day, people are going, you're not going to believe it? These two guys had a giant snake in the back of their car. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with Jake. Another quick story. We went to Rosemont Horizon in Chicago. We were main event. Took our time taking a shower. Got ready to leave. And there's this whole bank of doors to go outside. We opened the doors. There's still 200-300 people out there. They're all really excited. Yeah. And you can see the limo on the far side of the people. So we pull the doors closed. Jake's like, what are we going to do, hacker? I'm like, well, brother, 1, 2, 3, we'll open the door. We'll fight through the people. I'll meet you at the limo.
Okay.
He goes, okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, we opened the door. Jake went out. I pulled the door closed behind me.
Every man for himself at that point.
I gave a 10 count. I snuck out. Nobody even saw me. I come all the way around. I'm sitting in the limo waiting for Jake. He was out of a bitch. Had a lot of fun with Jake. He got me back, though.
That's a good rip.
We're at Roy Rogers in New Jersey. And we're on TV all the time. People know you. People are excited to see you. And Jake gets his food, and he's getting ready to leave. And I'm waiting for my food. I'm waiting. Now, like 2 busloads of kids come in. They all come in, and Jake's like, that's right, folks. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He's right over here.
Oh, that's awesome. Hacksaw, you've dealt with so many Hall of Famers. I gotta ask you about the man, the Iron Sheik. You guys went up and down the roads together. You got any good Iron Sheik stories for us?
Actually, we weren't as close as a lot of folks thought. Okay. That was a highlight of one of the highlights. Was Pontiac Silverdome, WrestleMania 3.
Yeah.
93,000 people, and I ran down with a 2x4. I hit the Sheik. I hit Nikolai Volkov, standing in the ring with 93,000 people chanting USA. I mean, I get goosebumps nowadays, you know.
I love it.
And I come back to the dressing room. All the guys are like, Duggan, how's the crowd? How's the crowd out there? I'm like, well, without my glasses, the first 3 rows are full. I don't know about the rest of it. Well, I'll tell you a good Mid-South story. I don't know if you folks know Mid-South.
Yeah, one of the territories, yes.
Where we did a gorilla outfit. Now we're wrestling DiBiase versus Junkyard Dog. Loser leave town. Of course, Junkyard Dog is our Hogan down there. Everybody knows Hogan's or Dog's not going to leave. So on TV, I got dressed in a complete gorilla outfit. With gorilla hands, the mask and everything. I had a bunch of balloons and I stood out front of the TV studio. And so the fans are like, oh, gorilla.
Yeah.
You want to come to the matches? I was like, ooh. So the fans bring me in and the whole show I'm passing out balloons and I'm cheering on the good guy. Finally, his Dog and DiBiase. Dog takes a bump out of the ring. I jump up, I brush him off. He turns around, boom! I hit him in the back of the head, run his head into the post. I pull that gorilla mask off. The people are like, it's Duggan! It's cockeyed Duggan!
Close enough. Yeah.
What a great territory that was. They had some great angles down there in Mid-South.
You've been all over. You've been Hawaii, Mid-South.
Well, that's why I do a lot of charity with the NFL guys. I love it. They're like, world champions. Where in the world have you boys been? They're like, well, we went to London. It's like going to the West Coast. In my 40 years, I've wrestled every state in the Union, every province in Canada, in 30 different countries.
Wow.
It's unbelievable the appeal of, a lot of guys much more than me. The appeal of wrestling around the world. We were down through South America. I joked we did Lima, Peru. I said, you know what ringside seats cost in Lima, Peru?
What's that?
2 chickens and a goat. We did some big outdoor soccer stadium. Fans love wrestling all around the world. I said, nobody knows Tom Brady down in Christchurch, New Zealand, but they'll go, oh, oh.
So you transitioned from the WWF to WCW, Hacksaw. How was that different?
Well, there was, bottom line, it's a business.
Yes.
And it's the way I feed my family. I've been doing it for years. And that's what a lot of folks don't realize is how competitive professional wrestling is. It has nothing to do with it being fake or fixed or anything like that. It's a competitive business. I tell young guys, chase your dreams, because who would have ever thought Daniel Bryan would have made it? Now he's a huge star.
Oh, yeah.
But if you look at it, I said there's 300 NFL football players. There's 150 NBA basketball players. There's 40 WWE wrestlers. It's a television show. It's more competitive than sports. It doesn't matter how good of an athlete you are. And it's just not kids from America. You got kids from Japan, Australia, Europe. Everybody wants one of those 40 spots. It's a television show. It's like trying to get on Days of Our Life. But I always tell kids to chase your dream. But the deal was WCW offered no-cut contracts.
Yes.
So I went down, Hogan went down to WCW. I was good friends, God bless, with my good friend Hulkster. I went down there, Beeford, Jimmy Hart, we all went down.
Mouth from the South.
I beat stunning Steve Austin so bad he had to shave his head and change his name. I ran him out of the company. Oh! I still fire him once in a while.
That worked out pretty good for Stunning Steve. I think he's doing all right.
How'd you get a kickback on that Stone Cold?
So, Hacksaw, you had the honor of going into the WWE Hall of Fame. How was that whole experience?
Well, no matter what profession you're in, to be recognized by your peers is always great. And it was an exciting night to have my family with me. I have 2 daughters. Deborah was there in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
And DiBiase inducted me, which I wrestled Ted probably thousands of times all over the world.
Nice.
So it was good to have him do the induction. It was great. And I got a nice ring out of it.
Yeah,
look
at that thing.
This year they put Triple H in,
Okay.
all diamonds. Any questions, baby?
Yeah. Does anybody have any questions for Hacksaw?
Thanks very much to y'all there. Somebody got a question, brother.
How was it being from my Piper roommate.
Oh, we're talking
Legends
about
House,
I know the
yes.
folks saw Legend House. They took 8 old timers, 8 wrestling legends, and they put us in a mansion out in Palm Springs for 5 weeks.
Yes.
And they put me and Piper together, expecting a little drama.
Right.
But me and Piper became best friends.
Uh-huh.
I could get away with anything. I play without Piper. You know, that first week we're there, everything's kind of dead. You know, everybody's getting to know each other, and I'm like, how can I spice things up a little bit?
Break up the monotony a little bit.
So I wait till everybody goes to bed. I go out and I throw all the. I got to set the pool furniture in the pool because it'll splash, you know. And well, actually, I sleep naked. Was out there naked too. WWE security comes around. We're in a mansion. I'm pretty sure the kid saw me, but he was like, "Nah."
I didn't want to fight that battle.
Anyways,
What are you looking at, tough guy?
I get all the pool furniture in the pool. I go to bed. Next morning, I wake up. I go in the kitchen, and Pat Patterson and Gene Okerlund in there. Pat's hot. He goes, I just talked to Vince. Somebody ruined all that pool furniture. Threw it in the pool last night. I'm like, well, Piper, he wasn't in his bed last night. Oh, that Piper!
How were the challenges on that show, Jim? Were they pretty intense? You guys?
Yeah, they were pretty good. Oh, I got to tell you, speaking of Piper, so after we do that show,
Yeah.
we get very good friends. Our families are friends. Piper calls me, goes, Duggan, you want to do a movie?
Yeah.
Tiny Piper, they live. Are you kidding? I'd love to do a movie. So I don't know many of you folks saw the blockbuster Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies.
Anyone?
Oh, it's a bad movie, bro.
Oh, no.
It's not a B movie. It's like a D movie. And we filmed it in Parkersburg, West Virginia.
Okay.
So they saved a lot of money on makeup for the zombies. I'll tell you that. But it was Piper, me, Kurt Angle, Matt Hardy, Shane Douglas, and the zombies attacked the wrestling show.
Okay.
Yeah, and the zombies are chasing us, and Shane Douglas gets to the door first, and he locks me out.
Oh my.
And I'm going, let me in, Shane. Here come the zombies, you know. So I got my 2x4, 1 zombie, 2 zombie, 3 zombies, 4. I'm harvested wheat with a zombie. And I go to hit another zombie. The zombie grabs my 2x4 from behind. People are like, I never seen a zombie do that. They're smart zombies. Anyway, they all hogpile me. So I was able to choreograph it. 3, 2, 1. Everybody took the bump off me. I got to the door, and they slowly. I don't want to give the movie away.
Spoiler alert, everybody. Spoiler alert.
They pulled me back in and turned me into a zombie.
And then you got Zombie Duggan running around.
Yeah, well, we're doing the read-through for the next day's shoot. It's Piper finds Duggan as zombie. Piper kills Duggan, but feels bad about it. That'd be some good acting, Piper. I'll tell you.
That's great. Any other questions?
How was working with Super Crazy?
Super Crazy, yeah. Because WWF was my heyday, you know. That's when was my strong. I joke in the WWF, I wrestled Dusty, DiBiase, and Orton. And then in the WWE, I wrestled Dusty's kid, DiBiase's kid, and Orton's kid. First I beat up the old man, then I beat up the kid. That was something I was proud of. Most of the guys have hung up the boots and are back home watching me. I had Ted's son, Ted Jr., in a headlock. And I'm like, give this to the old man. He's like, what Hacksaw, what? I said, give this to the old man. He's like, what Yeah, but it was and crazy. They put me in the tag team because, you know, I was so limited what I could do physically. But I would tell the young kids, even at 60, I was in the ring. It's not about taking bumps. You know, I had no physical attributes left, but I could still entertain a crowd, tough guy.
Oh, yeah.
And I try to tell young guys, they go out there, bump, 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 bump. There's much more to the business than that. You tell a story, you have a ring presence, you have an entrance. It's a tough business, and that's the guys in the WWE are the best in the world at what they do. Because if they're not, some of the young kids got their spot.
Absolutely.
So you alluded to it earlier, it's not the same anymore as it was. So what do you think about kind of the end of kayfabe in professional wrestling?
Well, it's just safer.
That's definitely
You know, in the old days, like Kamala was one of the last guys that would come to the ring. They play his music, he'd pat his belly, he had that big, and the kids would run away from the ring. Now, no matter who it is, the worst, tough, meanest guy, the kids run to the ring. Yeah, it's a different business. But it was hard if you were a bad guy back in the day. You know, it was, and you're always a phony wrestler until you go to court. When you go to court, it changes like that.
Now it's on your part.
You're a phony SOB. He's a wrestler. He's a killer, Your Honor. He's a pro wrestler. He's a killer. So the wrestling joke goes like this: 10, 20, 30,000.
Remember that.
You know, you gotta have security because you meet 100 folks, 99 are cool.
Yeah.
But you know, when you want to arm wrestle me, you look bigger on TV. No.
Anybody else over here?
Yeah, brother, way back.
Did Andre ever give you any important advice or like special moments?
Well, probably they weren't special for Andre, but they were special for me. I'll tell you, brother. I'm gonna tell you a good one over in Japan. This is a pretty good Andre story. You know, Japan's a big market for us. Takes all day to fly over there. We get to the Kyoto Plaza, this big fancy Dan hotel in downtown Tokyo, and everybody's tired and the elevator's open. Jake gets on, DiBiase gets on, I get on, Andre gets on. Just before the elevator's doors close, about 15 Japanese guys, they all pile in, right? The personal space doesn't exist in Japan. They just pile in. So we're all like this, and we got to go up to like floor 50, get off, get on another elevator, go up the rest of the way. So we're on the elevator, the doors close. As soon as the elevator starts off, Andre goes, ha, 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 ha. Like, Andre, why are you laughing? Because I'm farting. About then, you can almost see the green gas coming out. Me, Jake, and Teddy, we were on our toes. The poor Japanese boys are down low. They're suffering hard. We're at 445, 446, and Andre's still laughing. Jake goes, Andre, why are you still laughing? I'm still farting. I want to look at another Andre story. Andre, after I knocked him out, I wrestled him 54 nights straight. We worked 54 days, probably wrestled him 60 plus times in those 54 days. But he wore that singlet with a strap, you know, over his shoulder. And he was so big, it was a tough life for the guy, you know. He wasn't the most hygienic guy, way to put it. You know, he had a unique aroma. He never washed his gear. You know, so you could be playing cards, you'd be like, Andre, hello, boss. Hello, sir. Anyway, we had this standard spot we did every night. Every night we would do it. He'd be like, Duggan, step closer. And I'd take a couple baby steps. He'd be like, closer, Duggan. And he'd grab me by the hair and he'd pull me in. He'd take the strap off the singlet and wrap it around my throat. And he'd choke me with it. He'd choke me and choke me. It was a standard spot we do every night. So we're out in LA or Sacramento, somewhere out on the West Coast. And Andre's a little inebriated. He's like, Duggan, step closer. I'm like, no. I don't want to. He's like, closer, Duggan. He grabs me by the hair and he pulls me and he goes to wrap the thing around my throat, the strap around my throat, but he misses. And instead of going around my throat, it goes like this.
Oh, no.
Right? Now he's starting to choke me. And he's squeezing all that giant juice out of his ear. I can almost taste it now. I'm 300 pounds. I'm fighting as hard as I can fight. Andre's like, oh, 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 oh. A lot of Andre stories. Guys with long hair, he'd like to punch you and knock you down. Boom. And your hair would fall out. He'd step on either side of your head, grab your arms, and pick you up.
Oh.
So it's a really unique way to have your hair pulled.
Yeah.
So Jake would be coming back to the dressing room. I hate when he does that.
Look like a rooster. Anybody else work?
Yeah.
What was Mean Gene Okerlund like?
Pardon?
What was Gene Okerlund like?
Gene was a lot of fun. He was a womanizer. He loved it.
That's confidential.
Yeah. Well, we did that Legend House. That poor young girl would come in every
Ashley
morning.
would come in, yeah.
Ashley, hello, Ashley.
Every time. Every time.
He was like that guy from Night Court. But he was a lot of fun. I got along good with Gene. He was a great announcer. He really was, yeah. And him and Pat were tight, so they got along good. They spent most of their time together.
That's awesome. I love seeing those guys together.
But you know what? One time at Legend House, we did this. They take us to Las Vegas, and they manscaped us, waxed us, tanned us,
We need to be Chippendale dancers.
Don't give the story away.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez, I love this guy.
Me and my big yapper. I'm sorry, Hacksaw.
So they pull us in the back of this Reno hotel on the Strip in Vegas, and they're like, "Tonight, you guys are going to dance with the